Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. My party has expanded to 4 persons now. A few episodes back I only was by myself, and now I've got Aloth and Eater, and I created my own extra character that I hired from the inn, and that is Rage. She is a warrior with a male voice, a very strong type. It's a barbarian. As you can see, this is her. Show her to you. She's a badass. This is better, I guess. Yeah, she's a godlike, and yes, I can use her as protection. So that's going to be nice. I also got a pet. I don't know what that does. A black hound. And today I'm doing this task against the grain. Some of the farmers in Gildedvale claim that Trumble the miller is withholding grain. The hungry farmers are on edge, and it seems likely that situation will escalate. And I have to investigate the feud. It seems that tensions between the miller and some local farmers are reaching a boiling point. It may be worth investigating. The miller has taken refuge inside his mill, and the farmers have headed to the local inn for the time being. So this task started at the mill. I didn't talk to the person in the mill yet, so I'm going to the tavern first to see what the other party has to say. The people can be taken prisoner. So here they are. It's Swainer and his gang, Gaffin and Breton. Let's talk to Swainer here.
Hail, traveler.
You again, what do you want now? I saw you outside of the mill, what was that about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumble, thinking he's king of the town, on account of he's got the mill to his name. The dwarf's jowls quiver with rage. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich of their crops. That's what it's effing about. Now shove off. I don't like his attitude. Maybe I sympathize with the miller, I don't know. What are you doing in here then? What's it look like? Drinking till I forget how much I want to put a pitchfork through Trumble's face. Maybe I could go talk to him for you? Well, maybe Trumble is right, and then I choose his side. Ha! You think you'll get through to him when we haven't? The man's thick as a peat bog. I hear he got his soul reeked. Found his skin used to grow sunreed trees for their Aedirn lords up until they figured out their side was losing. Explains why his knees still ache to bend to whatever lord or lady crosses the road. He'll be holed up in that mill for days, the coward. The dwarf eyes you consideringly. But here, if you want to give it a shot, then good luck. I'll owe you one if you manage it. Resolve the feud between Trumble and Swainer. Yeah, I spoke to Swainer inside the Black Hound Inn. He claims that the miller Trumble is keeping all the village's food stores for himself. I have offered to speak to Trumble. So, who is right? Got anything
Hail,
else?
traveler.
Yeah, about this trouble with the miller. Hair off, rabbit. I haven't anything else to say to you. Well, I won't buy a round yet. And I got an item? No, not really. Okay, so it's time to head to the miller. Hear his version of the story. 6 characters, I believe. It's quite a big party, I like it. I'm excited for the new recruits I meet along the way.
I shall
Oops.
be discreet.
Ooh, there's a child.
Keeping an eye out. Worth a look.
Yeah, I thought there would be a stealth item here. Now I found it finally. There's some potion of spirit shield and some stuff I will check later. Now let's head to the miller. And there it is. Full complement. We're ready to face the miller. There's Trumble with 2 henchmen. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. Yeah, I'm with 4. You're with 3. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life. I can't resolve it. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Is Swainer roping foreigners into his little crusade now? So tell me the situation. I'm trying to be neutral here. So what was all that ruckus outside? Trumble shakes his head. Where to begin? Swainers whip them up into a froth, going on about the grain stores, claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers, but the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town, for ale, and Swainer and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town, the crops blighted, and most of what I'm getting from the farmers. Trumble gestures to the sacks and containers. It's gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Swainer's howling after things he has no right to. Yeah, I'm thinking Trumble is in the right here. Yeah, it seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. Trumble frowns. It's not, he pauses. Look, Swainer's always been a rotten bastard, with stores so limited, maybe I save the good stuff for people who deserve it. Ofra, for instance. She is expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? That's Kalicia's sister. So no. Do the villagers know about the grain supply? Trumble looks embarrassed. Some. The innkeeper, for instance. It's better not to worry anyone. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then, we'll all be in the clear. Well, I'm not going to bother him. Maybe I should just say maybe I ought to go have a talk with Swainer then. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it if you can convince him, so I'll be playing a messenger boy. You got some other info?
Well met, friend.
Trumble nods a curt greeting. You're back? Have you had any luck with Swainer? I had more questions about this whole situation. Trumble breathes a short laugh. What's to explain? It isn't very complicated. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat. Yeah. Now I can ask him about the innkeeper, I guess. Trumble winces. I wouldn't drink the ale, is all I'm saying. I have no more questions. Was there anything
Hail
else?
and well met.
Yeah, I spoke to Swainer. Trumble takes a deep breath. And what did he say? Well, he says you're treating the farmers unfairly, raising prices and giving them rotten grain. Trumble snorts. Of course he does. He's been saying nothing else for days now. The man's delusional. If he wants grain, he'll have to pay for it. Don't have that, so what's going on here anyway? Trumble shakes his head. Where to begin? Swainers whipped them up into yeah, I already know that. So that leaves me no option to go back to Swainer and his lot. Can we talk to the other guys? Kiaru? My father is a good man, he's always done right by the town. Ah, it's his son. And another man here, of Dane. I'm sorry. I'm sure Father can explain better just what happened here. So he got two sons. A rancid stench rises from this grain. It's mushy and mottled with green, and I'm not going to steal from him. So I guess we need to head back to Swainer to or else I'm thinking I have to level up. So let's run back again. Yeah, it's been a while since I played these kinds of RPGs. I'm used to the more modern RPGs like Dragon Age, Elder Scrolls, that kind of type of games. But I'm really liking it so far. It's easier to get into than the more hardcore games like Baldur's Gate. And it's less forgiving. It's more forgiving, this game. Yeah, there's Swainer. Talk to him again.
Well met, friend.
Yeah. What if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? It's my only option now. Swainer considered it. Briefly, he looks up to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll feel up to trading words. So I guess we need to give him some beer that the miller warned me about, because it's barely drinkable.
Hail and well met.
So yeah, let's buy some beer.
Hail and well met.
Yeah, I'd like to buy a round for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows? You're having me on. Any more fighting and I'll have to ban Swainer from the inn entirely. The innkeeper frowns. Until then, it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Yeah. I can resolve it though. Yeah, that seems like a good thing. Please, if I can just get him talking, I might be able to convince him to stop harassing the miller. The innkeeper studies you warily a moment, then sighs. Well, that's all right then. Here, 3 drinks for the 3 fools. You get him off Trumble's back and maybe he'll be a little less stingy with his supplies. Thank you. Now let's give him the...
Hail and well met.
Is that... Yeah, that's Eater going there. I've bought drinks, man. Hey, so you have. By the flame, I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of the Black Hound's shit beer. Gods, that's good. Alright then, you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks? I can't resolve this. I can attack. Seems kind of barbaric. No. Let's just ask him. Maybe you could tell me more about what's going on. It's like I said, the miller's in charge of the grain prices. He says they're fair, but I know for a fact that folks like Ofra pay half what we do, the dwarf size. And maybe we've been a bit rough with him. But what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying. We're going to starve. And do you think Trumble is going to be sorry about it when we do? I'm not going back talking to Trumble again. Should I attack or should I choose this option? I guess it leaves the miller out of harm's way, but other villagers get it. Yeah, I will choose this one. Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Swainer eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he sighs. You're right, things go on like they are, we're just going to end up hanging from that tree out there. He looks to his comrades. Tell Trumble we'll leave him be. Good. Don't know what we'll do now, with the crops failing, haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Pasca needs a hand around the inn? I don't think so. Yes, I'm going back to Trumble, being the messenger boy again. because I've convinced Swainer to stop threatening Trumble and his family. Trumble will be relieved to hear of it. Good solution to the problem. You've made your point, leave us alone with you. What do you think, bartender?
Hello.
She has nothing to say about that. I don't know if they stop visiting the inn. I don't think so, because they want to work here. Now let's go. And maybe we get a reward, because that's how things work in RPGs. All the way to the other side of town. There it is. Go in. Looks like a nice party this way. I like the outfits. Yeah, Trumble was his name. Got some news, man. Good news.
Good day, stranger.
I spoke to Swainer. I've convinced him to leave your family in peace. Why? That's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drink half the time. I owe you a great debt. Here. He pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings to show my appreciation. And you can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. Should I take it? I'm not picking option 3. Should be a good guy. I guess this will bump my reputation up high. I guess I want some reputation. I want to be liked. By good people at least. So I'm refusing the money. I don't think I need it right now. So keep it. You're having a hard enough time. Provides for his sons and stuff. You're a generous soul, friend, and we'll have you to thank for making it through the coming year. Safe travels, and may you find favor with the gods. Likewise. And we've completed the task. Got something more to say? Thank you again. I don't know what we would have done without you. Thank you. You've given us a chance to turn things around. Good work. And I'm glad you convinced them. Last thing we need is our grain stores burned down by a drunk. We wouldn't want that. So yeah, we completed the first task in the game. So good job.